Hello, all my beautiful souls out there. Hello, and welcome to Soul Conscious Tarot. This is Sherry, and this is going to be our weekly reading, our weekly energy reading that I do every Sunday. Now, keep in mind, I got a few little quick notes before we dive right into the reading this week. Wanting to let you know I'm getting ready to travel. I'm going to be traveling starting a week from today. I'm going to be traveling, and I'm going to be traveling until the end of January almost. So I'm only bringing 2 decks with me. I'm bringing this hodgepodge deck of different oracle decks from Midnight Oracle, and I'm bringing the Gilded Tarot from Ciro Marchetti. These are the only decks I'm bringing on my trip. So that's the only decks I'll be using. I will post videos as often as I can, but it may be a bit erratic. I don't know when and where I'll have time to always do readings, but I will get them up as I can. So please bear with me. So I just wanted to mention that real quick before we dive in here. So that does mean that this reading is going to be a little bit different format than I've done in the past because I don't have my emoji cards with me. But I'm trying to get used to doing things with only these 2 decks. So we have the whole heart. Devote yourself to your endeavors without concern. Committing helps you grow. So this is important. What do you want to commit your time, effort, and energy to? This is really, really important at this time. We just had the 10-10 portal. We had Jupiter go retrograde. We had on Friday, we had Pluto that went direct. We also this week we have the full moon. I think that's a full moon in Aries, I think. I'll have to double check. I will be doing a full moon reading for you guys this week for sure. I think that's on the 17th. So I'll probably be pulling that. I don't know what day the 17th is. I haven't looked. It would probably be Thursday? Yeah, so it'll probably be, I don't know, Tuesday or Wednesday possibly when I pull that reading. But this is, this is devoting to yourself, I feel like so many of us have healed. I mean, so many of us have healed in some tremendous, significant ways. And I think a lot of people have been, really focusing on self-love across the collective. And I think that pouring into ourselves and making sure that we, on a personal level, that we are happy is really, we're committing to ourselves in our own growth. We're actually contributing and committing to the growth of the collective as a whole, because whatever happens on the macro scale also happens on the micro scale. That's micro, it's as above so below kind of energy that it has that ripple effect. So that's why we can do these collective readings, because it can affect you on a personal level, because whatever energy is going on a collective scale usually ripples down to the individual scale. Whatever goes on the individual scale ends up collecting up, rippling out into the collective. So it all works together in harmony. It all kind of meshes together. So I really love this energy. I'm getting almost like a 2 of Cups vibe off of this. God, this is so beautiful with the full moon, and then it has this almost like eclipse vibe, with the watt. This is beautiful. I don't know who did this artwork or this image, but this is beautiful. But it is giving me like this 2 of Cups vibe. So maybe some coming into harmony, coming into union with something that you're willing to commit to within your life. And this can be any aspect of your life. For a lot of it is coming in with the whole heart. I'm getting strong relationship vibes, that somebody may be showing up for you in a way, that is more committed, that you maybe didn't experience in the past, that somebody more committed to you and toward building with you is coming in for us. And this could be just uniting also with something that is more aligned with our heart purpose. Okay, so this is almost giving me that as well. It doesn't necessarily have to be a person. It's something coming into alignment with, or we're coming into alignment with something that we will be more committed toward in the future. And I'm thinking over I'm getting the next 3 to 4 years possibly, like almost to like 2030. I'm getting this energy of something coming into our lives right now during this time period that we're going to be more committed to, at least for the next several years, at least out, almost till 2030 is what I'm getting. Whatever that looks like to you, whether it's pursuing a new career, whether it's pursuing a new life, a new relationship, something. I mean, it could be anything. So I'm gonna go ahead, since we don't have our emoji cards. I'm gonna get one more card here. Spellbound, utterly charmed, tied up now. Okay. So I feel like this tied up now is just saying that the past, there's like loose ends that need to be tied up. Okay, we're in the process of wrapping up the old and moving toward the new, because we kind of have to let go of the past. We have to tie those up because we can't bring that with us. So maybe for many of you, maybe you're changing jobs, maybe you're changing locations, maybe you're in the process of leaving an old relationship and moving toward a new one. There's lots of different things. I know for many people that I know, there's multiple things going on multiple scales and multiple levels, because I think the universe is shifting us all as a collective into the places we need to be for the next chapters of our life, for the next part, the next season, the next, the next place that we need to be in our life, that next chapter. Like I said, we're all shifting, but it's like the old story has ended. That chapter, that book, I'm going to use it as a book because I feel like it's a wrapping up, a completion. We're wrapping things up, tying up loose ends, ready to move from it, like that transition. And I think I did say I think earlier in the week, one of the 72-hour readings talked about being in a state of limbo, like being in a state of limbo of some kind, of being in, and I feel that we're moving out now of that limbo. We're understanding where we need to go, where we need to move forward, and we're acting on it. And so we're tying up this week. We're going to be tying up loose ends, putting our affairs in order to wrap up the old chapters of our lives, the old stories, the old book, putting a close to that book, finishing it up so that we can start a new story, start a new chapter in our life is what I'm getting. So let's see what we have on the tarot. That new beginning. Look at that. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Then we have the Knight of Cups pouring into the Knight of Cups. I always feel like the Knight of Cups, to me, whenever I see it, is we're getting ready to put ourselves out there in some way, because the cup to me the cup is we pour into the cup. All the cup represents all of who we are, the essence of who we are, what we bring to the table. And the Knight of Cups is bringing that out into the world in some way, in a new direction, going toward a new beginning, a new stable beginning, and more committed. We're committing to something, committing to a new beginning in our life, making that commitment for that change, whatever direction that change is going for you in your life currently. And I think you'll know what that is. Now, this can come with some fears and insecurities and trepidations. I know this was coming up for me because I think things are moving so fast, so quickly, that we don't have a lot of time to make decisions or to act on something. And because things are moving so quickly for us, that we can get up in our head very easily. And this is where we need to trust ourselves and trust what we know to be true, what feels right. In the moment, it's almost like go with your gut, don't get too stuck up in your head, or you might kill this new beginning. Because there's so much, I feel like there's so much that needs to be done to make this shift, to make this transformation, to make this to transform our life in this way. and we can get bogged down with the details. It can really cause us a lot of stress. And the universe is just like, let things flow, let things happen. Do take care of what you need to take care of right now, but just let things flow the way that they're going to flow. The way I think I'm going to do this reading from here on out while I'm traveling is we're going to pull 2 oracles. We're going to pull, I usually did 3, and then we did clarification, 2 cards of clarification. I think the way we're going to do this now while I'm traveling is we're going to do 4 cards with a clarification card for each card. So we'll end up with 5 cards on the table here. So we have the sun. We have to trust that we're heading towards a better place. Okay. We have to trust that all the hard work and effort that we're putting in right now, that all the change, all the shifting, all the loose ends that need to be tied up, which can be a lot. It can be like oh my gosh, like literally I just went through selling a house, quitting a job. I'm getting ready to go travel. I've had so much and that's just been a portion of it. There's been other things, like I've been helping out other friends that have been going through things. I've been helping out my kids that have been going through things. It's not just my stuff. It's also helping others that are going through their stuff and their shifts and changes as well. So there's been a lot, and we can easily, we can easily get overwhelmed, but know at the end of the day, we're moving towards something that is going to be better for us. Okay. That's what's coming through here. We're moving towards something better. We're shifting towards something better. I really love this for us, as a collective. The 7 of Swords. Okay. So I feel like with the 7 of Swords coming in on this Ace of Pentacles, I feel like we might have a tendency to want to bring things from our past forward. And the universe is saying we can't be deceptive about that. We'll self-sabotage our new beginning if we bring things from the past into this new beginning. Okay, we need to close the book on the old way of being, like leave that stuff in the past. Don't bring it into your new beginning. The things that need to leave, let them go. Don't bring them with you. Don't hoard them and carry them with you, because bringing those, whether it be, the lessons that you have learned, the things that you have shifted, whether that be a way of thinking, a new mindset, or whether it's actually physical, tangible stuff of, I have to move into a new location or a new job or a new relationship, whatever that is. You can't bring things from the past into this new situation. It's only going to end up self-sabotaging it. It's like being sneaky here, like it's like, I feel like I'm getting off of the 7 of Swords card, when somebody has like trying to sneak through something through security or something like that. Like I'm going to just try and sneak something into a movie theater or something like that. It's like somebody trying to sneak something in, like in their bags, trying to sneak past, like they're not going to get caught. Well, the universe is saying you're going to get caught, and the person you're going to catch is yourself, don't do it. You're only going to hurt yourself in the end is all it's going to do, because you're going to sabotage this new beginning if you bring things from your past, which is why it's important to tie up loose ends. It's important to tie up these loose ends. So we have the Knight of Pentacles coming out here on the Knight of Cups. I like this. This is taking things one step at a time. Don't let yourself get overwhelmed. It's the Knight of Pentacles does things slow and steady. It's like take care of one thing at a time. What can I get done right now? What can I get done tomorrow? Just doing one thing at a time. If you have to make a list and check things off. Just accomplish things one thing at a time. Don't look at the whole, like everything that needs to be done, because you might get overwhelmed as you move forward. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So the 3 of Swords. I feel like, this is tied to this, this is clarifying the 8 of Swords. It is that, those fears and insecurities of coming up from the past. This is something that we have known, like being afraid that of the new beginning, being afraid and having that fear around embracing the new beginning, because of fear that things are gonna repeat. The universe is kind of saying things aren't gonna repeat as long as you don't bring what you the past into the future, into this new beginning. But there's going to be a tendency to do that, and so that's why this fear, you might want to cling to the past, and through clinging to that past and holding on to it, you may end up bringing some of this pain forward into this new beginning. So just be aware that that's there, that there might be this tendency to change your mind or give up on this. But the beginning energy here that we started out with was about committing. Okay, committing helps you grow. Commit to what it is, to this new beginning. Fully commit and embrace it. Okay, is what the universe is saying. Fully commit to it, because it's going to lead. I mean, it's going to lead to something beautiful if you allow this change to happen. If you allow this growth, this change, this new beginning, this new chapter to happen. Give me a card on the sun. Give me a card on the sun, please. The Knight of Wands. This is something you're passionate about, that you're going to be passionate about if you're not already. Lots of knights on the table. Now, this could be the fact of, I get that there's this, this is just telling me the desire. There's the desire for change. There's the desire for growth. There's the desire for happiness. That's what's fueling this new beginning. It's igniting the fire under your behind to get moving and get into action toward moving towards something that is going to make you happy. Is what we're doing right now. And there could be the fear of not trusting this, because this is mistrust. This is not trusting something. So it's like there could be this fear of not trusting this new beginning. That's coming through here. So we have to be careful that we don't self-sabotage this opportunity. There's the chance of that happening. So we have to commit to it. We have to commit toward this new beginning, toward what we want, toward what we desire, toward what is going to be our happiness. We have to put that energy behind committing to it. And because one thing you have to understand about the Knight of Pentacles, it can be inconsistent. And so we have to be aware that we can't be inconsistent, because that that could self-sabotage. We have to commit to our passions, because this is also a card of igniting a fire under our behind to move in a direction. So this fire is what's igniting us to move forward. But what can also happen is that fire can be short-lived, and it can be short-lived because we can doubt and we can fear it. Okay, so we have to keep, this is almost, if you want to put a title on, like the Knight of Wands, it's instability. Okay, it's unstable. Okay, so even though the happiness is there and it's within our grasp, it's not fully fermented yet. It's not fully there. It's just the door is open. We have to be committed to embracing it toward, the passion and desire to move in that direction is there. But if we don't continue to be consistently moving toward it, it can go away, if that makes sense, because we haven't fully made this our reality. It's just starting to happen. So we could easily fall back on old ways and self-sabotage this new opportunity for happiness. That's coming up. I think that's been coming up in quite a few readings over this weekend that I've been doing, is this, that we have to be really careful of not sabotaging this new beginning that's happening for us. We have to really tie up loose ends and let go of old ways of being, or old thought patterns, or the things that weren't serving us, that we realized were no longer serving us, which is why it's, what is propelling us. Keep that in mind. What is propelling you to move forward? Keep that as your guidepost, your guide stone to keep igniting your passion. What is it? It's like you have to keep refueling it, to keep being aware that you need to keep refueling that fire. Keep that fire lit, that desire lit. What caused you to want to make this move? Keep that in your forefront. Use it as energy, the gas, the ignition to light the fire, to keep the flames going toward this new beginning. You have to keep igniting them. What was the reason? Use that as your guidepost, your to move forward. What is the reason why I'm doing this? What is the ultimate reason? As long as you keep that in your mind, you'll keep fueling and igniting that fire and keep moving in the direction and keep tying up the loose ends and keep moving toward the new, which is where the universe wants us to go. Okay. So that's what I have for this week. I hope this helped you in some way. I hope you got a lot out of this message. I hope that you'll hit that like button if it did in some way, even if a small message helped you. Supporting our channel through those thumbs up really is a really good way to help us as readers out here. I thank you so much. I wish you the very best this week. Much harmony and gratitude to you, my lovely friends.